poppin' YouTube? It's your boy Tony Carpio, back with another vlog at Tony Carpio Vlogs. What is up? Exciting news, the merch came. It's the t-shirt if you want to purchase this. We have a few extra pairs on Tony Carpio Vlogs. This is the most expensive shirt, and here's how you purchase. New website in the description, tonycarpiomerch.weebly.com. Apparently the URL did have to say Weebly, or else we're gonna have to pay, and I'm not doing that. So, shout out to my boy Robert Kiernan for creating that website. Really do appreciate it. I'll link his Instagram in the description below. And today we're gonna be doing a reaction video, as you all know. Been asking around, and the top thing I got was a scary kind of reaction to Mr. Nightmare. Shout out to Josh Robinson for that idea. I'm going to put his Instagram in the description below too. Go check those two kids out if you have or not already. They're super cool, super lit, and yeah, so, you know, we're just going to go over here real quick because I think there's someone, you know, just so we're over here now. I saw someone chilling, and I feel like he needs to be recognized. He's been working very hard. Yo, handsome, what is up, dude? Alright, like, he's just been very bossy, alright? Like, I've been trying to be nice to him, been, you know, kind of bossy, I don't know. Alright, but enough talking. I know you all want to see the reaction, so let's go to the reaction. And one more time, I will put the link to the site below, and thank you, Josh, for giving me the idea to do this, and thank you, Robert, for the site. Alright, so we're here with the reaction, guys. Finally here. This is basically, as you could tell in the title, Mr. Nightmare's 5 Scary True Pool Horror Stories, and basically the scariest part is A, knowing it's real, B, the way he talks, C, like the background music he plays, and D, the imagery. It's not a full-on video. It's like he plays pictures. It's like a slideshow. That's what you could call it. It's pretty scary, but it's not like too scary, so you'll probably get over it like in an hour. And if you don't, just watch a funny video after it. It's what I do sometimes. Basically, if you don't want to watch it, that's fine. Go check out the other 4 videos, because I understand if you're scared, that's totally cool. Just, you know, go check out the other 4 videos. That'll keep you entertained, or go to the website, guys, tonycarpiomerch.weebly.com. Link will in the description. Link will be in the description. So, again, I'm trying to stay off the G word a little bit. I might have just said it like twice unknowingly, but enough talk. I've got my Fiji water, already drinking some. But I did save the rest for this video, so enough talk, let's just get into it. Like, you see what I mean? Like, the music's pretty kind of creepy. Like, the pool and everything. It's creepy.
It was approaching the end of summer, and my friends and I wanted to do some cool, mischievous things before going back to school.
Gotcha.
So, we had the genius idea one night to sneak into a nearby community pool. It was actually only a couple blocks away. It's right smack in the middle of a residential area, so instead of sitting on a main road or something, it actually just sat around a bunch of houses on a quiet road. During a hot day, the little parking lot would be full, and the spot would be bustling. But at 1 in the morning, the place was of course dead.
1 in the morning?
There's obviously a big fence surrounding the whole front entrance, as well as a cage that gets closed up when the place closes. So our best way was to get in through the side. We snuck into the backyard of a neighboring house and hopped the fence over to the pool. It was as easy as that. The 4 of us took off our shirts and jumped into the pool, which in retrospect wasn't smart, since any of the neighbors could have heard the splashes and just called the police. But we were dumb high schoolers.
Please.
It was very dark within that whole enclosing. This pool had no lights, which is why it closed at sunset. James, Courtney, and Alyssa were on the other side of the pool, as I was just kind of doing my own thing at first, swimming around and getting my face wet. I saw Alyssa get out of the pool shortly after and run away. I swam over to see what was going on. She was just going to the water fountain, though. The 3 of us just bopped around in the water for a bit, and eventually we heard Alyssa jump back into the pool from the other side. It was too dark to see much more than her black hair covering her face. But just then we heard Alyssa playfully call something to us as she was walking back to the pool. The 3 of us in the pool looked at each other. I know they were doing the same thing as me, counting heads. There were 3 of us on this side of the pool, and here came Alyssa walking over to our side.
No.
So who was that on the other side?
Not
Alyssa
anyone
got in,
friendly.
but the three of us were distracted, looking at the head bopping around the water across the pool.
Yeah, that's creepy.
James said across the pool, "Who is that?" Not even 2 seconds later, the head went underwater and disappeared from view.
Yo.
We took this time to
Just
whisper
get out
to
of
each
the
other,
pool.
mostly things like, what should we do? What if that's
Get
security?
out of the pool.
And should we run? Suddenly, I
You
felt
should.
something grab my leg with force and tried pulling
No
me down
way.
into the water.
No, dude, that guy's trying to
I
kill him.
kicked, splashed, and yelled for help. James came over to pull me out of the pool, while the girls were already running for it, screaming.
Of course they were.
It wasn't until I got to the stairs of the pool that the grip on my leg was released and I was free. We hopped the same fence we climbed over to get in and ran all the way back to Alyssa's house. I was convinced that whoever that was a security guard. That is, until
No.
they literally tried to pull me under the water. We don't know what to
It's not a
think.
security guard.
There are a few possibilities. Maybe it was just another kid messing with us. Maybe it was a security
Maybe.
guard who went way too far. Or most
Definitely
likely,
not.
it was a dangerous person who had ill intent.
Yeah, probably. Just got to get some Fiji after that one. Wow, it's a nice pour right there.
It was an ordinary day like any other. 85 degrees out, family getting ready to jump in the pool. I was looking for my 6-year-old brother so I could help him into the pool, but I thought I'd just wait for him in the pool instead. My parents were still inside while I got ready to jump in the pool, but I didn't, because I saw something dark sitting at the bottom of the pool.
No
It took me
way.
a few seconds to realize it was my little 6-year-old brother at the bottom of the pool.
No way.
It took my young brain a few moments to realize he wasn't playing around. I screamed in such a loud and high pitch you would think it was a little girl if you heard it. I remember the feeling of my
that's
skin
creepy.
crawling as my helpless 8-year-old self didn't know what to do.
Oh, dude, he's 8. That's like even worse.
My parents burst
At
out
least-
the back door. My dad dove into the pool and grabbed my little brother from the bottom. It was nothing short of a miracle that my dad managed to resuscitate him, though.
There we
Thereon
go.
after, we weren't allowed back into the pool unsupervised until we were both at least 10 years old.
Yo, how did he get to the bottom though? Did he accidentally like, jump in? See, I don't think he would go to the deep end. He knew he didn't know how to swim.
I remember waking up from a deep sleep and looking at the clock, seeing it was around 2 in the morning, when I heard splashes coming from my
hate
pool
when they're
in the
late.
backyard. My bedroom window didn't have a view of the pool, so I had to run downstairs to the den to get a view. And let me tell you, I was freaking out on my way down there, especially given that I live
I
alone.
would be too.
The blind was shut,
That's
but
even
the windows
worse.
were open, and I could still hear a little splashing coming from the pool.
See, this is like creepy
I had to be
stuff right here.
quiet opening the blinds, otherwise I risked exposing myself. I lifted the blinds only enough to get a view of the pool, but the splashing stopped. I waited a few minutes before deciding it was safe to go outside. I walked up to the pool and nearly had a heart attack when I saw a body submerged underwater on the shallow
No.
end.
Dude, that's
I pulled the body
creepy.
out of the water, hoping it was more than just a body still, but he didn't seem to be breathing. I looked around my yard in a panic, and by an off chance, caught glimpse of somebody standing in my bushes.
Were they trying to dump him
I
off,
ran
or
back
what were they
inside of
trying
my
to do?
house and called 911. The police arrived surprisingly quickly and followed me
Like
to
they
the
drowned him or
backyard
something?
to find nothing but an empty pool. The body was gone,
Dude, that's
and so was the
creepy.
person standing in my bushes.
That's not good. Like I'm trying. I wonder if
This
he
happened
like
when
dumped
we
him
were
off in
staying
the
a
pool or
small
like
country inn.
just
It was a
murdered him
family
there.
trip to some distant
It's
resort
creepy.
where our extended family would be meeting us. It was such a long drive, however, that we needed to stop for the night. The inn was across the street from some big fruit stand and some crops. Other than that, it was thick forest in every direction. There were a couple other cars parked in the parking lot, so we weren't the only ones. We arrived there after eating dinner at some small diner, so the day was basically over. The sun had set, but it was still early and we didn't know what to do, so we decided to hop in the pool that the inn surprisingly had. There
Yeah,
was
let's
no one
try it,
around to
right?
stop us, so as far as we knew, it was allowed. We kind of just played typical pool games that we played ever since we were little kids.
Marco Polo.
Like Shark. We thought it being dark made it more fun, even though it was kind of creepy being surrounded by nothing but forest for miles. For whatever reason, I was peering over to the woods. There was a guy just standing by a couple trees. He didn't appear to be attempting to hide
That's just
or anything.
weird.
It was blatantly obvious he was glaring over to us.
I
did a little side head nod to my brother to let him know what I saw.
wonder how old
He
these
looked
kids are.
over and said, "Jesus Christ, that's creepy." The man then walked over to the poolside and took a seat on one of the lounge chairs. He just looked at us and said, "Wonderful night for a swim, huh?" And then a pretty off-putting chuckle.
No.
My brother and I did our little fake polite laughs and said yeah.
That's what I would have done.
Meanwhile, all that we were thinking was, alright, it's time to get out of the pool. But I guess we didn't want to make it obvious that we were leaving because of him. It was so painfully uncomfortable that my brother and I didn't even speak to each other. Then the man got up, still watching us, and walked over literally to the edge of the pool and just stood there looking down at us.
Yo, this kid's
Eventually
weird.
I
This
asked if
dude's
he worked
weird.
with the hotel, and he completely ignored my question. That's when things got really uncomfortable. I whispered to my brother
It's
we
kind of
should
already
go.
uncomfortable.
As soon as we started moving towards the ladder, the man started walking fast over to the ladder,
No.
so we stopped and stayed in the pool. We played it off like nothing about it was weird, but my heart was racing, and I knew my brother's was too. The pool had
This dude
stairs
was
on one side
towering
as
over
well,
you,
but
not
as
letting
we
you
tried to
get
make our
out?
way over to them, the man seemed to inch his way to the stairs too,
This guy
We're
did not have any
trapped
good
in there.
intentions.
not knowing what he was planning. But by
Yo.
some stroke of luck, our dad appeared from behind the corner of the building,
Oh, dude,
calling
that
us
is a
to come out
stroke
of the
of luck.
pool. We both screamed help and accused the man of trying to hurt us. Our dad, who was much taller than the man, sized him up, pushed him, yelled at him, and threatened to call the police. I
Atta boy,
remember the
Dad.
man didn't say anything in response. He just walked away slowly as my dad yelled curse words at him. His reaction to our dad alone suggested that he had intentions of doing something wrong. Like God
Well,
forbid,
yeah, if he's not gonna let you get out of the
kidnapping us.
pool. Alright, well, that is the reaction. So I know I said 5 and we only did 4. The last one got a little weird. It wasn't like scary, but it definitely got weird in a weird way. But if you want to go check out the last one, you guys are interested, the link will be in the description. And I really, to be honest, this wasn't the scarier ones. Like, I thought it would be, scarier. Like, I haven't watched this one. It's a newer one, but the other ones are definitely a little scarier. He didn't really use, like, a lot of things that scare me in his videos are, like, he sometimes uses shadow figures. And I'm not going to spoil it. If you want to go look, go take a look yourself. Thank you for watching, guys. If you do want... 2 things. If you do want me to do another reaction video, let me know. And if you would want to go get some merch, guys, super cheap, super affordable. It will not, you won't even know you bought it, to be quite honest. Like, you literally could probably go find the money to buy one in the couch. There are 3, no, I don't know how many people I guaranteed. I'll have to check. I did write you guys down, so I got you. But there's only so much left. So you might want to go get some. And guys, to be honest, you guys are paying for it, so I don't know what you're gonna plan on doing. I just really appreciate it, guys, because like I never actually got to sit down and like tell you guys, and I hope you did make it to this part, because I just really do want to say thank you. You guys are really cool about it. You guys always support, watch. We're doing really well on YouTube. And basically, I mean, I know you guys are like, you only have like 40-something subscribers. Well, guys, I go to a school with like 90 kids in my grade. And we just started, like literally I think like not even 2 weeks ago. And that's pretty good, guys. Good job on the Nike Elite video. 300 and something views. That is pretty good. So next video, I will be revealing the secret I talked about in the video before this. At the end, it is not about anything that has to do with little Vicky, if that's what you're thinking. But everything will be in the description below. Go check it out. Subscribe, like the video, leave a comment. See you later, YouTube.